Welcome to your Daily Dose of Hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. Today, I'm finishing up our 5-part little mini-series about a fresh start mindset. We've covered a lot of things this week, from the beginner's mind to taking small steps, learning from our setbacks, and building community for support. Today, I want to talk about something that ties everything together, and that is celebrating progress over perfection. Because here's the truth, and nobody talks about this enough. Perfect is not possible, and it becomes the enemy of everything that we've been trying to build this week. Perfect doesn't ask curious questions, it already knows the answer. Perfect doesn't take small steps, it waits for a giant leap. Perfect doesn't learn from setbacks, it sees them as proof of failure. And unfortunately, perfect doesn't need community. It has to look flawless, all alone on its own. I used to think having it all figured out was the goal, right? I thought once I reached some magical level of put-togetherness, then I'd be able to relax, then I could be happy, and my life could really start. And, it just didn't work out that way, obviously. And in many ways, it was kind of a waste sometimes of some imperfect days that I didn't appreciate because I kept waiting for sort of this moment to arrive. And our messy, imperfect journey it's not a rough draft of our life, right? It is our life, and it's beautiful. Every stumble can teach us something. Every wrong turn shows us new scenery, and every small step forward can be an act of faith in yourself, your belief in yourself. Progress is seldom linear. Sometimes it's a spiral and we circle back to familiar challenges, but at a higher level or in a different manner. And sometimes it can be seasonal, periods of growth followed by periods of rest. The people you admire most, they're not perfect. They're just willing to keep showing up imperfectly. So here's your hope mantra for today and for every day moving forward. I celebrate how far I've come while staying excited about where I'm going. I love that. This week, we've given ourselves permission to not know everything. We've given ourselves permission to take small steps forward and to learn from mistakes. And we've learned to accept support when we need it. Now we want to honor our progress, imperfect as it might be. This isn't about a fresh start mindset. It's about living a well-lived life. You're not a work in progress. You're a work of art in progress. So I'm glad you've been here on this journey with me this week. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you keep embracing your beginner's mind and taking small steps forward. This is your daily dose of hope, and I believe in the masterpiece that you're creating, that we're all creating, one imperfect day at a time. This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.